would now like to call out this year's inductee, Jim Van Ewyk of Funt and Clint. Jim? Jim is no stranger to many of you, and he's certainly no stranger to service in this town. He's the 13th inductee into the Civic Hall of Fame, and I told him when I called him and told him of this award, I said, 13, Jim, will always be your lucky number from now on. He has served the Economic Development Corporation of Elmhurst, the Elmhurst City Center, Elmhurst College, the YMCA, the Kiwanis Club, and of course the Chamber of Commerce in his long and distinguished business career. And rather than talk about all of the things he's done, I'm going to let him comment on the wonderful opportunity that Elmfest has presented him and Elmhurst has always provided for him. He's been the owner of Funt and Clint for many, many years, and we know what an anchor that store has been downtown. And now I would call on the mayor to present the plaque for Jim. He's going to read the plaque, and then we'll hear from our inductee. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you. Can I say a few words besides reading the plaque?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to add my voice to the chorus of folks who are congratulating Jim Van Ewyk and Funt and Clint. They are one of the key retailers in our downtown central business district. They have been here all of my life. I remember going into Funt and Clint's as a young child. We're not going to talk about how old I am. With my mother and my brothers tagging along to do business and to trade, as they say, right here on York Road. Funt and Clint's stayed there and stayed in business at that same address all of those years, including, quite frankly, through some of the leaner times of the mid-'80s and the late '80s when maybe downtown wasn't perking along quite like it is now. So this is a credit to retailers, to smarts, to good old American hard work, to determination, to running a good business, to controlling your costs, to putting out a quality product that people keep coming back for year after year after year. So just as a business aspect, I wanted to recognize you and everything Funt and Clint has done for Elmhurst.
You're welcome. You're very nice.
But like the Fifth Third, who donated the stage, and the college who helps out, and the folks who underwrite the fireworks display, it is folks in business who then step out and say, I'm going to give something back. I'm going to get involved. Jim Van Ewyk is one of those individuals that we all see time after time after time. Whatever the event is, whatever the not-for-profit is, he's there. His store has something in the raffle. There's something for folks to have as a giveaway. He's working in a booth. It's always Funt and Clint and Jim Van Ewyk who are there helping make Elmhurst great. So it is with that in mind, I am here to read you this plaque, which inducts you into the Civic Hall of Fame. So well deserved. I wouldn't miss it for the world, Jim. This says, the Civic Hall of Fame granted to James Van Ewyk, a dedicated Elmhurst business leader, always interested in the overall success of our city's downtown, presented at the Elmfest celebration, June 11th, 2004.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Boy, you earned it. Can I hold it for you while you talk?
You certainly can.
I'm going to hold it up for everybody to see why he talks.
I'm speechless. That's the first time. I just, when I was told that I was going to get this award, I thought about it for several weeks and months and thought, what will I say? And the words that come to me are words that you hear every day in your everyday conversation with your friends and your family. Awesome, cool, fantastic, wonderful. And these words, all wrapped up, are my feelings for the Elmhurst Chamber of Commerce and Industry tonight, the Elmfest Committee, and for anybody who was responsible for making me have this great honor. I'm also honored at the special people that came out here tonight to witness this presentation. And I think that you're all going to be very much surprised when I introduce, as our mayor said, Fund and Clint has been around for a long time. He didn't say how many years, but I will. It's 80 years. And the original Mr. Fund, son and daughter, are here tonight with their spouses. And I would like them to please stand up so that you can see how dedicated some people are and faithful to the past. Lee Fund and his wife Mibbs, wow. Ruth Muzzy and her husband Bob.
Very cool.
That is the highlight of my evening, believe you me. I just cannot thank you enough for being here tonight. I'll remember this night for the rest of my life. And the rest of my life, by the way, I don't know what's going to happen, but when I think about the last 50 years of being here on York Street, I think about all of the wonderful friends that I have made, the wonderful business acquaintances that I have become close to, and the years that I have walked up and down on my lunch hour, because you know we only get an hour for lunch, and you punch in and you punch out. You know, I learned that from a long time ago. But I also would like to know how much money I spent up and down the street in the last 50 years. I'm sure it's plenty. But I just cannot help but reminisce. And as you look to my right, this is where it all began, where Chipotle is standing. That is where the original flower shop stood. Actually, not the original, but it's a long, long time that it stood there as a gift shop, flower shop, with a greenhouse on the back of it. And when I came to Elmhurst in 1953 from that wonderful little community of Villa Park, where I live, we have to get that word in too. I have to say that that's where I started working for Mr. Clint in 1953, September the 8th. We stayed on the corner here until 1966, and then Mr. Clint had the chance to purchase the Miller Keys Funeral Home building, which is where we are today at 123 North York, back in 1966, and that's where we are today. So it's been a long, long road, an exciting road. For me, when you get into the flower business, it gets in your blood, and this is the way it is. I enjoy it, I love it, and I've never regretted one day coming to work. Coming from Villa Park to Elmhurst. I also would like to say that I was blessed with 3 wonderful children. I thought that one was going to be here tonight, but I don't see him in the crowd. But I have my other 2 that are out of state and could not be here, but they called me today to congratulate me. And so they've watched through the last 40 years, watched me go to work every day and be part of this, and I'm very proud of them, is what I'm trying to say. They've done well, and I thank them for that, and I thank all my friends that are here tonight. I don't want to get carried away, but I just want to say that it's a very special thing to become friends with your fellow business neighbors. It's important, and it's important to work together, to build together, to support each other, and to be supported by them. And this is what we do here on York Street as much as we possibly can. We try to work together to make this community and this business district as inviting for everybody as it possibly can. And I hope that you will, for many, many more years, continue to do your business here on York Street. I also have to say that I have been involved in my church in Villa Park for 65 years. I was baptized there, confirmed there, married there, and many of my friends from Trinity are here tonight, and I really want to thank them all for coming. I love them all, and I know that they have a lot of respect for me, and it's just a very special night for me, and thank you, Trinity Villa Park, for being here. Now, I know we want to get on with the festivities. I've said enough. I thank you for this wonderful gift, all of you people, the chamber, everybody that's been involved here. I'm truly, truly honored, and I will remember this always. Let's have a good time at Elmfest.